Since the release of Affinity, a lot of people have been asking me, how do you get your plugins to work properly inside of the software? Well, today we're going to take a look at that. Now, I am using a Mac computer, so some things are going to be different if you're using a Windows computer. If you find a video that's showcasing that, please link it in the comment section below, and I will pin that comment for all of the Windows-based users of the software. Now, the other thing I want to make clear is there are some issues with plugins right now. I reported one to Affinity already, just letting them know that with the Net Collection, I don't get the apply button to send the image back into Affinity. So I can get it to successfully launch, I can get it to be recognized, but I can't bring any of the work back into Affinity, which kind of defeats the purpose. Hopefully that's going to be resolved in the near future, but I want to showcase how you can get Affinity to recognize your plugins. So let's jump into the computer and get started. Here we are inside of Affinity, and you can see that if I click on Pixel and then hover over filters, come all the way down to the bottom, I don't get any of my plugins. So that means Affinity hasn't even seen that I have plugins on this machine. So what I'm going to do is click on Affinity and then come over to Settings. And down here on the left side, about halfway down, you'll see where it says Photoshop plugins. Now, I want to pause here and say, even if you don't have Photoshop, this is where you need to go in order to get Affinity to read your plugins, or at least to point Affinity to the location on your computer where plugins are located. So if I click on Photoshop plugins, I get this window, and yours is probably going to look very much like mine. And that's perfectly fine. So the first thing here is you have plugins will be automatically detected in the default folder. If I click this, you'll notice that, well, mine is pretty empty. Now, there's a few ways of working this out. If you hold down the Option key, you can see how this is navigating to that particular folder. That's just for, again, Mac users. You can see the path to get to this folder. And what that means is you can then go around your computer and go find all of your plugins and drop them into this folder. Now, every plugin is going to have a different type of executable file. Some of them come with a plugin file. Some of them you just put the actual application into the folder. A lot of these work differently, so I can't cover the bases on those. However, once you do a little bit of research and you figure out what you need to execute your particular plugin, you can put that into this folder, and then Affinity will recognize it over here after a restart. Now, the way that I personally like to send all of my plugins into Affinity is through my Photoshop application. And this is for everyone who has Photoshop installed on their computer. And I happen to be one of those people. So if I come over here to plugin search folders, I can click add, and this is going to navigate me, or allow me to navigate to my Adobe Photoshop CC folder. Now, for those of you who don't know how to get there, and maybe you ended up on your Macintosh hard drive, right? This is probably where many of you are going to start with your navigation. I'll show you how to get to that folder that I was just in. First, we're going to double click on Library, and then we're going to double click on Application Support, and then we're going to double click on Adobe, and that brings us to our Adobe folder. We're going to scroll down a little bit in here until we get to Plugins, all right? Inside of your Adobe folder, you want to find the plugins folder. We'll double click that, and then that's going to bring us to the folder that says CC. Now, I am using the Creative Cloud version of Photoshop. If you have a different version of Photoshop, like maybe you purchased it years ago and you own it outright, or you have Photoshop Elements, which I believe you can purchase outright right now, nonetheless, if you have either of those programs, you may have a different folder than CC inside of plugins, but nonetheless, you should have the plugins folder, and then whatever the next layer of foldering system is, that's what you want to open. Then we're going to stop right here. Now, because I have installed all of my plugins after I had Photoshop installed, Photoshop they gather all of the plugins into a single folder, and that's just something that happens behind the scenes as a part of the installation, which I greatly appreciate when it comes to situations like this, where I don't have to go looking around my computer for the plugin files. So because I have them all inside of this one folder, I can just hit OK, and I know that Affinity is going to read that particular folder and grab all those plugins. Then I'm going to come down to plugin support folders. I'm going to click add. And because I recently navigated to my Adobe CC folder with all of my plugins, that's the first folder that's going to open up for me. I'm just going to go ahead and hit OK. And now I have those two files, or I'm sorry, those two folder locations identified for Affinity to read. Now, before you close this out, you want to check the block that says allow unknown plugins to be used. This is going to be very important for getting your plugins to actually activate inside of Affinity Photo, or Affinity now. So I'm going to go ahead and click the red X, and that's going to bring up this dialog box that says, hey, you are probably going to want to restart this in order for Affinity to go and read those folders. Now, I'm going to hit restart, and it is going to bring me to my desktop. I'm just going to close out that folder because that's not relevant for this particular video anymore. So brings me back into Affinity. And then if I come down to my settings section here where it says Photoshop plugins, and if yours didn't open automatically, let me just show you how to get there. We'll click on Affinity in the upper left. We'll click on settings, and then you'll get this folder back up, and then Photoshop plugins. And you can see I now have all of my Photoshop plugins available to me inside of Affinity. The reason why you want to check this block that says allow unknown is because for whatever reason, the status comes up as unknown, and I'm not sure why that is. I'm not a technical support kind of person. This is just how I figured out how to get Affinity to recognize my plugins so they can launch. Now, again, not all of the plugins work as expected, or even how they did with Affinity Photo or Affinity 2. For whatever reason, with the Nick collection, I don't get the apply button at the bottom to send it back into the Affinity software so I can work with that layer. So I did send a trouble ticket over to the Affinity team. Hopefully they'll take a look at it and get that resolved, so that way we can start using the Nick collection. But this is the process of getting Affinity to read your plugins, and then eventually once they get them working, then we'll be good to go. I'd love to hear what plugins you're using with Affinity and if they're actually working after you follow these instructions. If you got questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my absolute best to answer them. But again, I am not a technical support person. What I will show you though is if you run into an issue and you want to tell the Affinity team, the way that you can file a trouble ticket, or at least send them the information, is you can click on help, and then you can come down to send feedback, and you get a dialog box where you can fill out information. Now you can report a bug, which is what I did earlier. And this is essentially an email that you're sending to the Affinity team, and you could attach files. You could also attach a current document if you're running into an issue with the current document. And then you can hit send feedback once you've filled out all of this information. Just some useful information tidbits that hopefully will help you have a better experience with the Affinity software. Until next time, I want you to stay inspired and keep creating. Peace.